day job, running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to the paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back.
Good. Well, I don't know, you guys. You watch the replay, that is fine. We got to stop meeting up like this. Man, story time. So I've been up all day, y'all know, since early this morning. I took a nap. My alarm said 10:20 a.m., said 10:20 p.m. Pissed me off. Let's get into it. This live real quick. Alrighty. Let's talk about this. So basically, this is a judge that sentenced Wendy Williams, right? Hey, Miss Sexy Ray. Sentenced her to get a guardian, right? So she basically tells Wendy that her career is over. Baby, it put the whole internet in shambles. Cause who are you to tell anybody their career is over? When I seen they was reading her down so bad, it was horrible. First of all, Wendy's career is never over. And if we, the people, can continue to help her, it will never be over. Okay? Never, ever, at all. Hold on, y'all. Never. So, with that being said, Wendy's career will never be over. If we want, let me tell you something. If Wendy want to get better, what she's doing, and continue to get better, she'll be off a conservatorship. And we all knew that when you sit here and said this, that you welcomed into the fact that you were a hater. That's just what you are, a hater, because you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't sit there and do what she does. So you can't even judge right with the people you pay, because she's been in a lot. Wendy Judge has been in basically a lot of things. She has paid off people. We have seen that. Yeah. So she can't tell nobody what to do. Now we got some news about Annie from Two Baba, ex-wife. She looks good. Look at her. So she posted, I think it was Thursday, and she basically, cut her hair. She told everyone, thank you for the flowers. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for helping me through the difficult time with this cheating ass man that I really thought was going to be my man while he's sitting over here with another woman, basically trying to marry her, and he still married her and impregnate her and everything else with the more children that she sit at home after, he done had so many kids on her before their marriage. How blessed he is. I really felt like he hated Annie. And I'm going to say, because when I watched the show watching Young, Rich, and African, it was things he say he has called her gullible in her face at the dinner table. He said a lot to show that he disliked Annie. And I'm so happy that Annie left him, pat her bass after that last fiasco and left, honey, because now she's on a healing journey in Dubai, okay, Africa. That's the steam. And luxury wellness retreat and recovery group vacation to our Quateria in Singapore. So she's going on a tour, just inviting some women, and she said she want to help them heal because she took some time to heal. She want to show basically what is, what I'm saying, the steps of healing, and healing ain't pretty, but the steps of healing to help, right? So, honey, when I tell you, I'm proud of her. I can't wait to see her Young, Rich, and African. I hope she keep it up. Because baby, what he put her through, honey, she was doing all that shaking stuff on TV. I felt bad. Everybody was like, please stop. When she was deflecting, arguing everybody. So I am pretty glad that she is doing wonderful, honey. When I say wonderful, wonderful. Okay, we got some prayers to send out. Jasmine Sullivan posted that she, after losing her mother, She lost a child, okay? And all the women that know, send her some love and some prayers because we know what it's like. She said basically this is her birthday. She said, woo, thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Leading up to my birthday has been incredibly hard as I've been thinking about my mother and missing her more than words can say. Also, I realized she would have been holding her 2-month old baby. The pain. She basically got a message today that helped her through the pain because she's been down, and she wants people to continue to pray for her and heal. That's her life with her ass. Let me tell you something. I love Jasmine Savage. I hate that she's going through this. I know what that's like. I send my prayers to her because especially when you lose a child, you go. That's the worst dramatic pain, no matter how old that child is, and you need your mom, and then you don't have it. So my prayers to her. Okay, now we're finna get into the mess. I think I wonder where I want to start first. I'm gonna start here. Child, Rashida and Yandy getting into it has everybody in shambles. Everybody in shambles for the love of hip hop and Atlanta. Everybody. So basically, I decided when I first seen this about people saying Rashida was wrong for saying they were not friends, I said, oh, y'all don't know the history? So Rashida and Yandy has been getting into it over some drama, over some cheating men, and Kendra sitting there being, she understands, okay, so let's put it like this. Kendra understands because, you know what I'm saying, Kendra understands his work, okay? And I'm going to tell you why Yandy feel like they were friends. And I'm going to tell you why Rashida came out and say, no, girl, we really ain't friends. Y'all finna be shocked. And this is the God honest truth. And it's no shade. So all this started when I knew when Jessica decided to bring her shit starting ass niece, no shade, to start mess about Mendici, and Jasmine starting her shit for views. I knew then them hoes knew each other, and I knew then that was gonna be the narrative to push these two not to have a friendship. Well, girl, why you say that? Because their thing is men. See, here's the thing with Jasmine. The reason why Jasmine got cut off from that poly relationship she had with that man, because remember he left and he talking about he been there. Child, please. First of all, sir, I don't see how you say you've been there when your ass, we saw on the camera that the doorman couldn't call. First of all, the doorman couldn't call you. They called Kirk. So why do you feel like, where the hell you been? Because I didn't see you. Because the doorman, if you was home to let Jasmine in or whoever locked themselves out, the doorman wouldn't be calling Kirk and paying them bills. So Jasmine really was playing him. We saw that, which we all knew that because Jasmine wanted more money for her lifestyle, okay? She got her teeth and body done. Honey, she can't pay for that lifestyle with the bow tie lips. We just go call it what it is. So then it all started with they were looking for Rashida. They weren't looking for Yandy and Mendici, and they came out and said, no, they were looking for you. Then when Erica Banks said something and started, it triggered into a fight with the truth, right? Let's just go down the roadway. They are co-stars and they have mutual friends. What you mean they got mutual friends, girl? Oh, baby, I got the tea right here. Now, these are their mutual friends. I want to show you something. This is Yandy's birthday party. You have Quad, Manietta. I don't forgot her name. There goes Yandy. You have Portia. I think it was her birthday party, but they have mutual friends. You have Portia, Shamia, Candy. I forgot her name. She's an internet sensation. She had them beautiful twins with that white man, and they all got divorced, and now she married to another white man. You have RL from Net's wife. You have, oh God, I forgot her name. Y'all know her for Basketball Wives. And you have Toya, and they go Candy. Where's Rashida? Oh, okay. So they're not friends. Let's go here. Mutual friends. You have Rashida, Portia, Candy, Toya. Let's go back. You have Candy, Toya, Portia. Oh, they can have mutual damn friends. Them folks are not friends for real, and I wish y'all stopped saying that. They are not friends, okay? I don't even watch the show to know that they are not friends, and I've known they were not friends for a very long time. Let me tell you something. Y'all can't sit here and say people are friends when you have mutual friends, and we have all seen Yandy and Rashida not at birthday parties and celebrations, but we have seen Portia. So let me call Portia. And Toya all as friends. All hang out. They have mutual friends. They are not friends. So for Yen to be like, we're not friends. Yeah, Rashida was right. They're not friends. She know they're not friends. They're co-workers. They're getting to know each other as friends because they have mutual friends. Rashida has been hanging out with Candy, Toya, and Portia for a very long time. I just showed y'all. And then you have Yandy, who just moved a couple of years ago, now hanging out with them, with the same girls, Manietta and RL, which we saw on RL Wife, which we saw on Real Housewives of Atlanta, do cameos for who? Candy and Portia. So yeah, they're not friends. Child, we're gonna go into this here. Child, I'm so glad this battle has been over, child. I've been tired of it. We got the story, the back story, the front story, the end story, the front, the hoop hoop, the side story, the sideways, the side portions, the side food. Hey, yeah, they're not friends. They're not. They never been friends. We got the kick up to the leg and everything, right? So Carrie Hilson and Mother Beyonce. Okay, she done showed these girls and Sierra too, because this was about Sierra. They done whooped her ass so bad without trying to, and we can see it in life. It is sad. We gonna get into Esther Dean ass in a minute, because what she said, I gotta get a latching onto her, even though I gotta get her ass. Okay, so I remember this came out. This came out in 2009, 2010, and around that time it was LimeWire and all these other stuff, right? And then you could certain phones with Metros, you could like record and put MP3 files on your phone and all that. So I remember the boys who had burnt the CDs. CDs were still a thing before it became not a thing. I think we was getting into not a thing. I say this was like between '08. I say '08 in 2010. And it was that long ago. Now, Carrie Hilson did this. Polo the Don, I don't know what it was. I heard it was some issue. Carrie Hilson never had an issue with Beyonce. But one of the producers on the show, on the thing, who was Polo LaDon, had an issue over, it was something stupid. I don't know, something dumb, because y'all know when men fight with other men, it's stupid. It was something really dumb that he was mad because I remember Polo Don had done some songs for Rihanna at the time and everybody on Rock Nation. Something had happened and he decided to pick. I don't know why they do this, decide to pick at Beyonce. Now Kanye sitting there, ain't posted, talking about he wish he had 10 minutes in the studio with Beyonce to do what? See what I'm saying? Before we get into this story, Kanye is a weirdo and he gives me pedo vibes that he just want to do stuff to people and he want to talk about his ex-wife and her family. But so you just said you wouldn't want it 10 minutes with Beyonce. You're disgusting. She would never. So anyway, Carrie Hilson, um, career was over after this. Now come to find out, guess who wrote it? Esther Dean. Esther Dean career has been slacking and falling. Now with Carrie, let me tell you what pissed me off about this. And even though, yes, I'm a Beyonce fan, I'm a Carrie Hilson fan, I'm an Esther Dean fan, and I was very disappointed in this hoe right here. And I'm going to tell you why I feel like her apology is fake. And I'm very hurt with Carrie because she carried the whole torch for her career to be over, never put out an album, and went strictly to movies. She got at her ass off. You can't deny it. But the fact that this woman is a songwriter, worked so hard that she cut her shit off for another songwriter who basically just flopped the prop at a couple of movies. Honey, please. So I'm going to play y'all a video how this all started with the Breakfast Club. This all started with an interview at the Breakfast Club. Let me make sure I can pull it up.
Have a friend.
All right, we ain't got that far deep in yet. What is thing at? Because I know I put it on here.
Another writer in our camp at the time, he had her write this. So he played it for me like, this is the remix. Because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to turn me on. Like, The whole time I had been writing concepts, like, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse. And I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there. But I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite
shout
forceful,
out to the neighborhood
you know
talk.
what I mean?
Shout out to them. Shout out to Cal. Shout out to everyone over
In
there.
an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. You know, involving others and kind of threatening my career in a sense, in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album.
Her album was getting ready to come out. It sure was. And nobody remember the lyrics because everybody was like, all these years you talk shit. We remember the lyrics, okay? Let's see if I can pull it up. Because Esther D had some things to say, honey. So after somebody said, hold on, these are the lyrics, okay? So as while I look for it. So as that went on or whatever, people were saying, I don't remember the lyrics. It wasn't that great. I don't remember the lyrics. It wasn't that good. What really triggered her and put her career into silence was, you need to go have some babies. That's what it was, because Beyonce suffered a miscarriage, remember? This was the first miscarriage. So, and I thought I put that up here about Esther Dean. When somebody say, ooh, Esther Dean wrote it. Esther Dean asked, I sure did. I sure did. And guess what? Then after everybody called her out, this is what her ass want to say. I submitted a lot of verses for that remix. You one picked, and it was co-written with Carrie. Looking back, it was childish. It didn't age well. So I see it hurt people, especially women, and take full accountability. Girl, you ain't take full accountability. You said, I sure did. I worked with and supported women, many women since, but that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part in it. Growth is real, and in this part, yeah, you want to say that shit because your ass been on hope, and you realize I sure did. Wasn't working. I'll tell you why it didn't work for your ass. It didn't work because you want to start working with other people. It didn't work. Let me tell you something. Because guess who got a new album coming out? Beyonce, Sierra as well. So that writing credit would help, and a whole, thing. Hey Roz, it will help her because she hasn't had a right. Now I knew this interview was coming. I'm gonna tell you why. 2022, Beyonce and Carrie Hilson made up, and she's talked about it. Esther Dean know what she did, but you know what? I'm glad she took accountability. Esther Dean been in this game since me and her the same age, since we were 15, 16 years old. She knew Darren better, and I'm gonna leave it right there. She knew better. So you can't say, oh, well, she wrote it. No, with that half-ass apology, you was wrong. Now, a lot of people saying Carrie knew what it was. She didn't write it and this and that. And basically saying, no, Carrie, that ain't what you told the people. And I agree, she didn't tell the people that. I'm going to show you what she said. Hold on. Let me slide to the video. Now, this is what she said.
So I have to ask you a question. This is a must-ask question as well. There's a rumor going on that Polo the Don talked you into the studio, leaked a record that's considered a diss song for Beyonce and Ciara. Is that true?
It's considered that. Yes, Polo had this idea. No, he did not leak it. It's not the version Polo wanted out.
Okay.
Especially the version with him talking all over it. You know, it sounds like he's instigating something and giving more meaning into the lyrics than were initially intended. But no, he didn't like force me to do anything. I mean, it was a suggestion, and I told him, okay, I'll try it. You know, I'll try it, and that was just it. He was like, I want it a little more fiery, and that's cool. That's cool with me. I speak my mind, and you know, I make no apologies for it. So, you know, it's a hot verse. I love the verse. Yes, I heard specific names being brought up. No, it's not about that. No, you know, that was not where the energy was. I'm not retracting or you know, feeling some kind of way about how people feel that I'm doing, you know, that I did this. I'm not, I guess that's the only way I could say it. I'm not retracting. It's just that was never the energy behind it.
Okay.
But we did play it for people, and it's considered a leak because we decided not to go with it. And I can prove that because it's like, when you do a remix to a song, you kind of want it to be for the remix to come out while the song is really hot.
Now, I'm going to say this. Esther Dean knows she was wrong, but I'm glad she got an opinion, but don't give us no half-ass apology, friend. Because your ass wasn't afraid to say, yes, the fuck I did about them ladies. And now these ladies done blew up. They have albums coming out, and you want to be a part of it is what I'm getting. And it's okay. It's okay. I believe you need to go talk to, you know, Beyonce be forgiven, child. That been years ago. Her ass, I forgot about that shit. She got babies. Since y'all say she need to have some babies, and she got a man, you know, at times she would have smacked down out of that man. But she all right. Now we going to get to Carrie because we finna move on. Carrie apologized, left it there, but Carrie could have told the truth, what it was. But then Carrie put it on her back to ruin her career. And if you see how the domino affected with the karma for everybody, Esther Dean had just did some music and then she fizzled a little. Then you jump into Polo the Don, who's sitting here, I believe, is allegedly locked up. He ain't getting that. I don't know what he done did. This is allegedly, y'all, because I looked him up. It was saying something about it. I'm just saying I didn't say it. The people said it. I didn't do it. The people put it on internet. I did not. So, you know, now it's do or die. Carrie's been doing Lifetime movies and other movies, been killing it in the game. Shout out to Carrie. And I'm proud she has released the album. She understood where things were. And she's like, I'm not holding it for nobody no more. So shout out to her. All right. Now we finna move on to the drama. Before we get to Real Housewives of Atlanta, I want to say something. Because Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be a little long, honey. I was strolling on Facebook. I don't know why this man keep bothering this man and putting God in it. Lips. Twisted feminine lips. Woken Israelite. Okay, I got something to say. So he posted Rick Ross, and first of all, don't ever in your life do that as a Floridian. Brianna, baby daddy, don't ever in your life do that. Don't do that to be funny. So he said, I'm concerned. First you were looking at my lips. Now you're posting Ross dancing to your song, Drop It Low. So what? A lot of people have done it with Ross. Don't play. He can use Ross. You can use Ross as something else. He said, showing me the subliminals you're making. It's all good. More than blah, blah, blah. Then he want to put God in it with rainbows. We don't want to talk about adulterers and idolizers. First of all, nor abusers. First of all, sir, I don't even know your name. What is your name? Your baby mama got her ass on this internet before she got her titties, ass, body, and teeth done when she done got like 4-5 rounds of BBLs. We have heard, because every time she has a child, she go rush to the doctor. And it's no shade, allegedly, but no shade. First of all, for you to call somebody weird and jump people in it, you're weird, and then want to put this and that. First of all, she called you a adulter throwing out the pit bulls to the kids, an abuser and everything. She said you were grooming her at 16. Groomed. You know what grooming mean? Well, let me help you out, sir. She said you were grooming her and had a baby with her. You were grooming. You were older than her. You told her what to do, and you basically was grooming and beating her ass. That's what she said. So I don't know why you doing all this windmilling. I don't know why you around here fighting like you getting jumped by 15,000 people. But she has said the same thing, and I don't know why. And I keep saying this: why you not fighting that new baby daddy? Why you windmilling for the wrong people? Because he did what you did too. Let me tell you something. Your baby mama got a whole track record of the things that niggas have done to her. That she needs some help. She needs therapy. Stop talking about our age. You go get your. If you really care, you need to care about your kids being with that, whatever that is. On his drunken nights, and put your baby mama in some therapy. Encourage her to go to therapy so she won't be picking these same niggas. Like, I saw this, I say, nigga, how you gonna sit here and tell somebody else to use God in your mess? And I hate when people use God in their mess. And we gonna speak on Krishan later. I ain't got her picture up here. I'm gonna put it to the end. But I hate when people put God in their mess, child. Because it's like you sitting here windmilling and this girl has called you everything in the book. I'm going to speak on me. I didn't put no pictures up here with the basketball wives and Krishan, but we going to talk about it. I'm gonna pull it up at the end of this. Because, yeah, he one of the people why I got to say this. We finna, you know what? No, we're going to do it now since we get an introduction. We is. So, let me pull this up. I want a picture of these ladies. And I want to show you why he need to worry about what he got. I don't know why people do this. Because I believe his wife is one of these women. And I'm going to pull that picture up. Let me see if I have a picture of these two whores together. No. Okay, we're going to start with Brittany. Okay. And I believe his wife is another faction of a cult for a band. And a like Brittany with Kevin Gates, okay, as he has cheated on and sloughed her. And I meant to put that in there. I'm just going to put it in before we go to Real Housewives of Atlanta because that's it. Remember, this bridge used to be Brittany before she changed to Cheeks Out, everything else. She got chosen. And since he want to call himself whatever he called himself. Another thing to control women. It's male-centered to control women. Okay? And I believe Brianna Hampton, first baby daddy wife, is this same way. She is, and we're not going to act like she not. So Brittany basically decided to convert into Islam Muslim, because of the fact of Kevin Gates, because I guess she wanted be added as the first wife, so whenever he get ready and good, because him and Drika, we ain't gonna lie, they been done over with. He playing games like he want to divorce that lady while she's living her best life, honey. He want to add more women to the mix. So she's supposed to be the second, third wife, and then he want to add some more to cultivate his ego. Okay? The same with this one over here with the bug-eyed Krishan Rock. Krishan Rock got a new boyfriend. Dreads, nice looking, prettier man. Krishan Rock been cashing out. I knew when she jumped and said, Yahweh, Yahweh, it's God's way. I knew when I say hold up, something ain't right, because her new man, something ain't right, babe. Because her new man, I say something ain't right. I say she jumped to God when she break up, and now she has a new man. Well, come to find out, I believe the new man is in the church. I'll show you why. They go to the same church. And it's so sad, and I wish women Stop lowering to be picked and use God as a picking stone instead of just having a relationship with him, and use God to have a relationship with a man that also who ain't really been in that long enough to be with a man. I can't stand it. Okay. Now, everybody gonna say they hate. No, look at this. Now, you go to church and doing it for views.
Bro, where are the motherfucking years at, bro?
All for views.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
They ain't lying. He is using her. Let me tell you something. That nigga in the church, nobody knew who the hell he was. And he played basketball. Let me tell you something. This is why. Yeah, he go to the same church. She wanted him. She know what she was doing. Let me tell you something. Women like her and Brittany Renner and let me show Brittany Renner too what the hell she did. This how we know the shit was fake. See, Black China being for real on hers. Let me show y'all. And everybody eating it up. I like this for her. No. Hell no. You don't like that shit. You playing. Let me show you. Let me show you. I said, what? With this Brittany Renner mess. After it came out. Hold on. Let me show y'all. I said, sitting up there with God.
She know what's down with me. I've been thugging. I can just tell from your toes. I can just tell from your toes.
Everyone, my name is Brittany Renner, and I'm here with the one and only Kevin Gates. How you feeling?
Amazing. Hey, thank you. Hey, this I don't care if you get this on camera. I just want to say thank you for being an amazing person, always living in your truth. You inspire others silently. They probably don't want to admit it, but you inspire me. Thank you so much.
And thank you.
I can't.
I'm in love. I look like we're about a body count, but you're my home. You make that clap.
I can't. I can't. I can't. Let me explain something. Lord Jesus have mercy. I hate that women have to resort to this. Yeah, as soon as Blue get out, she is. They go right back to her ways, and people thought I was a hater. I hate when women resort to this because they feel like, oh my God, he's Muslim or he's in a church. Let me convert myself. No, it's a male-driven religion for a reason. Very contradicting. Most men because I remember my auntie told me, get someone in church. No. Majority is nothing wrong with church men, but some are very driven and misogynistic too. It don't matter. We gonna be honest, they like to convert to certain things. Kevin Gates using a religion that have multiple wives to feed his ego is wild. That's what he's doing. He using his ego. This is for ego. Oh, if I go to Muslim, I can have as many wives. Just like some of these Christian churches. If I'm married, we married, I can still have my cake and eat it too. Yeah, we're not gonna act like they don't. They have. Yeah, he picked the religion where he can, and I never really cared for him. I was like, oh, he nice, but I don't care. It was just something off with him to me. My thing is, I see why you decide, and there's nothing wrong with Muslims. Shout out to y'all, because I know some Muslim men who do bean pies and great men and say, hell no, the one is enough for me and I'm happy. Leave me alone. I love them. I love them when they be like that. I love it. They be like, no, I'm fine. Just give me all my chilling. I get it. Hell, give them all the chilling shit. If he acting right, you ain't made you second, third, fourth, fifth wife, and he giving you all the chilling, and he say, just give me all the chilling, I'm gonna take care of everything else. Girl, give him that because he's a good man. Okay, if you would like. But I think he jumped into that religion to drive his ego as a man, not to sit here and say, you know what, let me find myself. This is to drive his ego as a man, have different females. And he tried to make Drika jealous because Drika is out here, about to have people come to her house with all these vegetables and fruit prices about to be high, growing vegetables, fruits, taking care of cattle, riding horses, living her damn best life. When the last time, it's the preachers too. When the last time we seen Kevin Drakes and Drika together? Drika is enjoying her life, baby. She say, I'm not studying that man. That was enough right there with the hoes and all that. I'm done. Drika said, I'm not studying that man. I am going to sit here and raise my cattle, grow my vegetables and fruit. And if y'all need someone to go down, get into it. All right, y'all ready for some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea, child? Honey, honey, honey. Ooh, let's get into it. Honey Portia done messed around, baby, and got her a darn YouTube channel. Girl, listen to this tea, because we got it, honey. So, with the Brittany and Kenya situation was shown. A lot of people have came out. I don't know if I got a picture of Ming over here. Let me see. We gonna get it to Ming, right? And everybody watched the episode, so Portia did a breakdown. I'm going to show y'all what Portia said in the breakdown, and then we're going to get to what people said, honey. I said, what? Baby, the ratings for this season is finna get back high, and it's finna get great. So this is what Portia had to say. Which one do I want to play?
His wife, still on the show right now, who gave Kenya that nude information. No, I'm going to expose that. Everybody needs to know who she is. That was crazy to me for the rest of the season after that, and it was very unfortunate because I had great plans for us, you know what I'm saying, and I still have great plans for us when she comes back next year, or if she comes back next year. I hope she comes back next year, but we'll just see what ends up happening with that. And I didn't want anybody fired. I definitely wanted just for somebody to be maybe reprimanded, maybe some episodes or suspended or whatever. But there is a housewife, again, who is not the same one, but there's a housewife that's still on the show right now that went several times to try to get Kenya fired. And that was crazy to me.
All right, y'all heard what she said. Okay, this is where it all started. So it says, you're messy for telling Kenya that girl business. Cute though. This was to Ming. Ming said, tagged them and say, internet told that girl business. No, it didn't, because it went out. Because a lot of people started speculating that Ming was not shocked, that Ming was not upset. I'm going to tell you where the history started with Ming and Brittany before we get into this. Ming and Brittany dated Rick Ross. I'm going to tell you where this tea came from. And if Tia Kim come on this internet and say, they dated and this and that happened around that time, y'all finna be shocked. So Ming and Rick Ross and Brittany dated Rick Ross, okay? Ming dated Rick Ross, like I said, in like the early, going in the mid 2000s, right? Before she got with Mimi ex-girlfriend Ty, while she bumping cat, okay? Brittany was dating before she got married and everything and all that. Now, come to find out, the pictures that Kenya showed, Brittany was underage, and that's why she is fired. Okay? Yes. So this person say stealing my now listen to this. Then that told me that girl business. What I know is still in my phone and I'm not on the show. Yeah, because you've been trying to get on the show, which Kenya been trying to put you onto the show. You find out Brittany got your spot. This is allegedly, but this what they saying happened, honey. Brittany got your spot, and when Brittany got your spot, and y'all still had a tiff for taff about Mr. Ricky Ross, Big Daddy, you decided to give that stuff to Kenya. But let's continue. Not my monkey, not my circus. You right, because now you're on Basketball Wives. We don't know how many seasons they have contracted. Then Brittany say internet didn't tell King anything because where's Olive over the internet? Mean told me herself in a drunken night at the event in Miami for a whole hour. Yeah, because she caught her with Rick Ross just before she met her husband, y'all. She had saved explicit images for me in her phone, saved for a rainy day. Very weird. To admit she ain't innocent either. Can't help we dated the same people. Baby, that's when the tea kettle crop. Hold on. Let me get to it. Mean said, if I wasn't drunk, she said I wasn't drunk, and what I said verbatim was, if I had given those photos and videos to Kenya, it would have been the ones I have in my phone of you at the party, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are not on the internet, nor have I ever shared or shown them to anyone. I've had every phone since 2011. Britt, you're 1 year younger than me, so you were well over age, and this is the narrative that I'm mad because we dated the same person is complete BS. Just the hell you is me. That shit look cute, but we seen you run around that table with Ty in that clip. We don't get into that too. One of my best friends used to be his fiance. Well, what y'all share niggas? Well, this is Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. They share niggas to come up, okay? Which you were cool with before you were even dating him. So stop it. I don't have a problem with you, like I said to your face, and I would never leak or share any pictures or videos of you, period. You had a past, so what? Just tell everybody your whole card got deleted. This how you tell on yourself, and you're married now. FYI, and that image for that video is all on the internet as we speak, and like I said, the internet told your business, not me. Now leave me alone. When a bitch say leave me alone, she told your business. I have every phone since 2011. What the hell you got every phone from 2011 for to keep it? That means she was in your business and she said what she said. I don't care. That's what it means. So then Kenya decided to bring her ass to the internet with her outraged tone. And she say, absolutely. No one on the show gave me anything. Stop using my situation for clickbait. So y'all know Portia. Portia say, oh no, ho. Hold on. And then somebody say, girl, they said you are the one who provided the revenge P pictures to Kenya of your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. Low down. Hold on, y'all. Let me go through. Okay. We ain't got that yet. Hold on. We kicking up to these last few. Where is it where Portia responded? Here she go. That's a lie. We talk every day and night. And I personally went to the network and production and fought for you before you showed her underage. That's why she fired explicit pics. I also went after as well because I was hurt and had to leave. I checked on you because I care and care. I'm not your enemy, Kenya. That's exactly what she said, honey. Now, Kenya decided to share something about, and Quad has too, before we get into Quad. And she decided to share this clip about friendship. Remember when we talked about the friendship situation? I'm going to show you what Nene said, honey.
Have a friend and they do something wrong or something you don't like. I don't think you align yourself with the enemy. I think that you stick with your friend and you say, look, we were friends. I liked you. You did this and I did not like that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to align yourself with the enemy. When you have a friend
I said the same thing because we're gonna get into Quad and Sweet Tea and how Sweet Tea and Simone is playing in Quad Face for a storyline after their reunion. We told y'all, okay? Let me see.
I was watching the episodes last.
So we're gonna get into Brittany interview in a minute. Hold on. Where is that video? This is what Nene had to say. This was the King, and she ain't lying because King said the same to her. Here y'all go.
Either the network feels that you're still a valuable asset on the show, or they don't, and you're replaced or phased out, and you just have to move on. It clearly means that the network is sending you a message. You're not as important as you think you are. The message is very clear. Either
Baby, she told Kenya the message is very clear, meaning your ass stay grass and go. Now, Brittany Eden did an interview, and she said the reason why Kenya was, how everything happened. Brittany Eden took accountability. Kenya did not till late on the Tamara Hall show, and we see she's backing out on her accountability. Now, we going to get into what Andy had to say and his little co-host, and we're going to get into Kenya's response, and we're going to give our details.
I was watching the episodes last night. All right, let's just break this down. Things got very heated between you and Kenya.
It did.
Very heated in the past couple of episodes. Like, how have you seen her? How have you been since? Like, what's the reaction been?
I have not seen her. I'm actually blocked. I haven't got a call, a text, an email, a group chat, nothing.
So, what was the aftermath of that whole thing like originally? Because, these get filmed months and months in advance or a year in advance, and then they come out, and then you got to deal with it all over again.
You know what? Having to just relive all of this can you imagine having this comment with your mother?
No, I can't. I can't. And if you haven't seen the episode, you should go back and watch. But things got really ugly, really brutal between you and Kenya. It was kind of a low blow. It seemed like all the other girls, though, were supporting you. What did you get out of that brunch?
You know what? I felt supported when the ladies left the salon, when she did what she did. But at brunch, I was shocked that, okay, I understand you guys want to have a conversation in here side of the fence, but I felt that the girls didn't have my back. And I'm like, you women are mothers.
Yeah.
How would you feel if your daughter, your child was in this position? Would that be okay? We have to take your relationships out of it. I'm a woman and I'm a wife.
Yeah. And
okay, so listen. Now, everybody's saying that this season is falling to shambles. I feel like it has started at a great fall, and it's starting to pick itself up, and we see where the storyline is going. We just have to watch and see how it play out, honey, because this storyline is becoming a lot intense. So Andy has a podcast he does, right? And Andy was asked, and I think it's with a couple of women on the show from different housewives. Everybody's been working and stuff. And Andy asked a particular question. Now, Andy was talking about, I'm going to play a little bit because, Andy, then we playing with the copyrights. Hey, Andy. And then I'm going to show you what was said, child. Here we go.
A whip or something like that.
I saw that.
And on this week's episode, they all said to Britt that you can't say that shit. And she was like, yeah, you're right. Whatever. She shows up to Kenya's opening of her gorgeous salon, which is beautiful, that Kenya has worked so hard on, that she dedicated to her daughter. And it's this big event, opening it with all these people there. And Britt comes in and brings her flowers and says, I want to apologize to you, and a note. And Kenya totally ignores her, like totally. And Britt's like, okay, I'm just going to leave these here. And Britt leaves. And then Kenya gets up and makes her whole opening about someone came after me and they shouldn't have. And I started looking into who this woman is, and this is who she is. And she starts showing pictures of her.
With like poster board that she printed out.
And this is like
one of the pictures is
revenge
her.
porn type.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the pictures is her
oral sexing.
Yeah.
I've heard
and
that.
so the Atlanta housewives are like, we're out We don't want any. The place like clears out.
Yeah.
And then there's and Cynthia said, in all my time at the show, this is the lowest I've ever seen anything get. And
now, what is this glitter bracelet you have on underneath?
It's glitter tape. Ben put it on me. He covered me in
Sorry,
glitter
it's
tape this
very
weekend.
eye-catching and beautiful.
I know, it actually is. It's glitter tape.
I like it. It's diamonds.
For Ben, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I have glitter tape everywhere.
Oh, bring me some. I'll put it around my cock.
Oh my God. Anyway, so that's what, and then there's a slide at the end of the show that says, Bravo stopped filming with Kenya after this.
Well, they say, like, there's all this talk of, after the Me Too movement, it's like, if you
So where the other guy was going into with after the Me Too movement is, if you as a woman show pictures of another woman pornography, like sexually, it is deemed as, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real. Like, you're doing a misogynistic thing. It's very misogynistic. I'll tell you why. Because it's like you trying to get kudos to do the same crap that these men do to these women when they don't get their way. And that's what it's giving. Now, Kenya got upset. 100% Saray, child. It's a mess. It's a mess. This season is popping up, though. Kenya got upset. The two co-hosts are extremely ignorant. Sexual assault is rape. Yes, it is. But we're going to talk about it. Remember, it's rape. Remember, that's what Phaedra accused Kandi of attempting to do to Portia. Kandi said it, but Phaedra said it, but had no proof. Okay? You showing cooch and men's ping like they're supposed to hurt her, that she had a whole phase that everybody have in their life. Okay? At Joe grand opening about you, I'm going to say it again. You show cooch and ping like nobody never sucked the ping, like you ain't sucked your ex-husband ping a time before. Okay? Let's start there. Everybody has, whole phase or not. Stop. Let's continue. Revenge P. If someone showed Kim K X tape, is that Revenge P? Yeah, it is. I found that plus tons others online. She signed a release for it, so it was fair receipts. Girl, she signed a release to be on the show. She didn't sign a release for that. One, if you're not an attorney and familiar with Georgia law, then shut the F up. I'm finna show you how I am. Sick of the bias and selective outrage. These comments should have not aired because should have not aired. These comments should not air. It's a podcast. What is legal? Where is legal? You don't have to debate Kenya. I should have shown my vent. But for the love of what they would have cleared. Okay, let's get there. Because of the state of Georgia sustain your ground law, she had every right, Kenya. And you know that. Since you want to talk about Georgia law, let's talk about Georgia law. Let's do it. Since you want to talk about Georgia law, it would have been for a stand your ground. And I wish people, and this is what I was trying to say, when Texas has the same law with stand your ground, when I did the video of Carmela, stand your ground, regardless of where you are. School or not, stand your damn ground. Because now, they're not trying to sign off for teachers to have pew-pews in the school. Oh, okay. I'm ready for that fight. Okay, so it says, stand your ground generally allows individuals to use force, including force, in self-defense if their reason belief is necessary to prevent serious bodily harm or a forcible felony. Means they don't have a duty to retreat before using force. However, the use of force must be proportional to the threat and justified under circumstances. Now, she wasn't talking about her, as she stated, when she wasn't. She was drunk. She wasn't. I believe she was drunk. I believe she did not talk about her. I believe the threat was because she had to go stand outside and wait on folks, and she don't know how she coming, okay? Let's be honest. I understand where Britt was coming from. We have seen Kenya pull out Kim Field's chair, threaten and antagonize Kim Field to fight her. Have we not? I showed y'all that. Or do I need to show y'all again a clip? I think I'm gonna do that after this. Let's see. Georgia law on revenge porn. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Georgia distributing images depicting nudity or explicit conduct without consent, known as revenge P, is illegal. The state laws, Georgia Code 161192, prohibits international coercing someone to distribute each images. In Georgia Code 161190 prohibits electronic transmissions or posting of images, which is called harassment or financial loss. Coercion, forcing someone to distribute. Here you go. First offense, a misdemeanor of a high aggravated nature. Second or subsequent offense, a felony punishable by imprisonment from 1 to 5 years. Kenya, you were wrong. Kenya, you could have did something else on a different day. You messed yourself up. The same way you antagonize, and I think Bravo is sick of her. I'm going to show you why. And this is not for me. Kenya and Kim Fields. Because when she did this, I knew Kenya had to come different with her tactics. Kenya has done a lot of tactics. We're going to play this clip where she wanted to push out. When she want to push you out, she'll push out. She like you, she like you. She wanted to push out Kim Fields. We're not going to act like she didn't. Because we're going to show this clip because she was fighting for Cynthia friendship.
Kitty table. I'm sorry, you're the 50-year-old woman that has to tell me 50. About and growing even if up. I were, I certainly don't look it. Oh, you don't look it? I see someone has told you some lies.
I'm mortified. I don't know how to deal with the situation. Kenya is really gone with the wind, crazy right now. And it's not cool.
Your kids are in your room. They're not sitting at this table, okay?
Really?
Let's be clear.
It seems like that. So
no, it doesn't seem like that, Kim Tootie Fields.
Oh, good one.
Yes.
So
did Mrs. Gary teach you how to talk like that?
You are really tired.
Everything about you is tired.
Oh, wonderful. Let's go and get the divorce, and then I'll keep the friends, because nobody really seems to like you.
Oh, everyone loves me, honey. Guess what they say about you behind your back? Snooze fest.
If I don't fit in with this clique, that is really okay. I've been in the industry.
I remember at the reunion, I never forget, I'm going to find that clip too, where Kim Fields told Kenya she was going to get hers. She ain't lying because she get that shit now.
For a long time.
Maybe it's time for you to exit.
And leave room for you, not.
Oh, there's always room for me.
We will definitely be able to do the commercial.
I am the room.
No.
I think Kim is living in the past, and she's delusional about her work and her credits past the age of 12.
My elevator doesn't go down to this floor.
Oh, let's stand up and clap. You win the award. Let me pull your chair for you. Kenya, don't do that. Don't do that.
You are really a piece of work.
Don't do that. Here you go.
Now you're disrespecting my space on top of disrespecting me. You're awful.
The award goes to Kim Tootie Fields.
She was wrong for that. Okay, let's see. Kenya threatens Phaedra. While pregnant. And this what led to Kenya being read like I don't know what. Hold on. We can get into that before I say what I got to say.
And because she weighs 200 pounds or more, we all know that's only about an inch. You know what? Do I need to pack some heat?
And she was pregnant. Phaedra was.
Piece of steel in there? You know, because if things get out of hand, what do you have here? I might just have to bring out my firearm. Oh, that's not you.
Now, here's the thing: why she's getting the backlash, and why Bravo say, "Oh no, you showed right, she didn't," and a lot of people feel like they tried to take Kenya off the show. Here is the thing: Kenya was wrong. Kenya has done a lot of antics that Bravo producers have stood by and watched and let her do, have not said anything, let her say what she wanted to say, gave her free space. But the moment she did that was the icing on the cake. The reason why Brittany Edie is still there because Kenya did the same thing, and Kenya was who? Still there. Kenya has to take responsibility. She has to take accountability. She didn't apologize as soon as everything happened to boil over. Did she have to work with her? No. Did she show them that she was, she felt attacked or anything? No, she did not. So therefore, in their eyes, they had every right to let her go. Kenya has to accept that and deal with that. Kenya walked away. Kenya was not fired. She walked away. Now, Kenya was going to get fired because they know Kenya mouth and decide to say she going to do something to somebody. First of all, you falling behind Nene at this point, and that's why Nene posted that, because you done showed up to Nene's birthday party in Paris trying to talk to her about the situation. Reminded y'all, they filmed this last summer. She tried to pull up on Nene because Nene got her justice with Bravo at the situation. Mariah is getting hers as well. And she tried to pull up and get some information, come Nene friend again, so she could sit here and see what to do to sue Bravo. That's what she did, and it backfired. It just backfired. I mean, that was the last straw. Now, Brittany would have showed pictures. Yeah, she deserved to go home. But everybody windmilling, talking about something you can't tell nobody. Yeah, you right. You can't tell nobody how to react to you. But as a woman, you can't sit here and mess up your play and then think and sit here on top of that and say, oh, and y'all try to justify it because you fans. No, ain't no justifying nothing. Like, another woman doing that to a woman is very misogynistic. And that's very low. You didn't have to do that. What you getting kudos from niggas for? Fuck, it didn't make them same men to do the same thing to you with them photos. The same men would do the same thing to you. You pulled a man card and it backfired and failed. And you just had to pull, you should have pulled another card. You tried to pull that card and didn't work. And somebody gave it to you. Now they on a whole nother franchise getting paid. Child, please. And that assistant who been trying to get on that show, she probably gonna try to take Kenya's place. I wouldn't down and pay for it, honey. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this live. It is getting late, hunty. I hope you guys enjoy this live. Okay, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think me? Okay, I want y'all comments for everything we talked about. Do you think Ming sat here and basically gave them pictures out? How do you feel about Kenya getting fired and trying to go off on Bravo? What are your thoughts on Portia? Y'all got to go watch Portia YouTube channel. It's funny. She deserved to be here. She fits right in. But what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of the judge telling Wendy Williams she ain't crap? What do you think of the Beyonce, Carrie Hilson, and Esther Dean situation? And let me know your thoughts about Real Housewives. Yeah, Robert Hampton. Oh, before we go, I forgot. Hold on. Before I get up out of here, we got to go to Married to Medicine. This is why Quad posted that. So, and then we're going to get up out of here. My bad, y'all. I forgot about my girl. Ooh, sorry, Quad. God darn it, I don't say how to say her new name, but it ain't Quad. It's Quasum. Anyway, just like Mariah's on this Lakeisha Mariah. So Quad saw the video of Sweet Tea in Dr. Simone. I want to do a reaction on that, but it's too late now. But I'm gonna give y'all that reaction probably sometime next week. I promise you that we're gonna react on it. And doing the little cooking show she had, interviewing Simone about the show, Sweet Tea, she brought up Quad a lot, right? So someone said, I'm so confused. Simone said she was good with you and she's been posting messy stuff with Country Girl for last few weeks. Yes, she has. She's been hanging with Sweet Tea, posting stuff, That's what I'm saying. Next season finna be very dramatic. And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all get ready for a Sweet Tea and Dr. Simone fallout because it's going to end up coming. Quad says someone has to deal with her own issues that she's holding between us. Trust me, it changes every 3 minutes. I'm exhausted. Just like Nene said, if we were once friends, you liked me, but you did. You didn't like something I did. You can't talk to me about it, and you don't go and get with the enemy, period. That's where they came from. And Quad said this, have y'all ever been keeping up with Married to Medicine? One thing about Nene, ain't never lied. Who else was raised like this? And that's what she showed the video. She's absolutely right. Quad and Dr. Simone has been cool, but Mariah has told Quad and everybody else when she was on Carlos King how Dr. Simone moved, even though she delivered their babies, even sat there and how she did Jackie, and she also sat here and how she tried to do Toya, and how she did Mariah with production, and how Caesar got on Carlos King. Yes, he did, honey, with Dr. Eugene. And he didn't win in for his wife on this, but he said what he said. He is right. And he said this, and if it wasn't for Mariah, they wouldn't be sitting where they are today. He said if it was production, you absolutely right. And with a business standpoint, it was what it was. Now, did he probably answer? But I don't know. You got to go watch the Carlos King podcast and see. But I don't believe that he windmill for his wife one bit when it came to that, because who was behind that the most? Okay. I love Dr. Cecil. All right, y'all. Now I'm finna get up out of here, and let me know your thoughts on that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, and let me know what you think about Brittany winning Krishan Rock. Decided to convert their asses on to the Lord because they want these men. Sad. So sad. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Later.